Hello students, welcome to English literature class. This is part 7 of The Merchant of Venice, the trial scene. Hope you have seen all the previous videos. In the previous video, children, I covered from lines 378 to 445, and we found that Gracia was very happy that Shylock's life lay at the mercy of the Duke, but the Duke was so magnanimous that he pardoned his life and also told that if he showed enough humility, then it might be reduced to a fine. What? That half of the property possessions of Shylock should have gone to the state treasury, but the Duke tells that if he showed enough humility, it may be reduced to a fine. And then Antonio imposes two conditions on Shylock, that he should become a Christian and he should draw a a legal document for the assignment of his property, that all he owned what he had when he died would pass on to his son-in-law Lorenzo and his daughter. This proved to be a great shock to Shylock, and finally he goes defeated, a dejected man. And then the Duke wanted to invite Portia to dinner, but she refused, that claiming that she didn't have enough time, claiming that she had to go to Padua that same night. And then Bassanio can't let her go off without any reward, though she refuses by saying that he is well paid, that is well satisfied. But he tells her to grant him two things, that is, not to deny his request and to pardon him, forgive him for insisting that she should take something as a token of gratitude, as a token of friendship from them, and not as peace. At that point, Portia agrees and tells Antonio that she would like to have his gloves to acknowledge his politeness, and then she asks Bassanio for his ring. Bassanio immediately withdraws his hand, and she tells him not to withdraw his hand. She doesn't want anything except that ring that she wants him to give out of love and gratitude, because he had just stated that. So let us find out, children, how Bassanio reacts to this. Please remember, the ring was given to him by Portia at the time of his wedding, and he had promised that he would not lose that ring, and if he lost it, she could boldly claim that Bassanio was dead, that he was no more alive. So how can he give that ring to Portia? I'm in line 446, children, in the textbook, in page number 131. In this slide, I'm starting from here, children. Shall we start? Bassanio: this good ring, good sir, alas, it's a trifle. I will not shame myself to give you this. So how he tries to distract her from asking that ring by telling that it's a trifle. What good is that ring? Because it's an insignificant thing. It's a paltry ring, and it is embarrassing for him to give such a worthless ring to her. Portia, please see the children. We see her at her humorous best. Yes, she wants to see how Bassanio will react to that, how he will keep his promise to her. Portia: I will have nothing else but only this. She now decides she doesn't own anything except the ring. And now methinks I have a mind to it. It seems to her that she wants to have it. Bassanio, what can he do now? He was the one who insisted that she should take something from him, and now he doesn't know what to do. There's more depends on this than on the value. This ring means more to me than its actual value. The dearest ring in Venice will I give you. He tells her that he will give her the most expensive ring in all of Venice. And how will he find it? And he will find it out by proclamation. Come to line 452. And look for such a ring by public announcement. So what is he assuring her? That I will buy the most expensive ring in Venice. So he will get a proclamation. Through a proclamation, he will in Venice, he will find the most expensive ring, purchase it and then give it to her because it is of great value. Only for this, I pray you pardon me, line 453. But as regards this ring, pardon me, forgive me for refusing it. He doesn't know what to do now. Let us find out how Portia reacts. I see, sir, you're liberal in offers. You taught me first to beg, and now methinks you teach me how a beggar should be answered. Now she taunts him. What does she tell? Now she realizes that he is liberal in offers, generous only in making offers, not fulfilling them. And she tells, you taught me first to beg, you encouraged me to beg. I didn't want anything, you asked, you encouraged me to first to beg. And now methinks, it seems to her, methinks you teach me how a beggar should be answered. Now she tells that he teaches how a beggar should be treated. Bassanio, good sir, this ring was given me by my wife, and when she put it on, she made me vow that I should neither sell nor give nor lose it. Now he comes to the heart of the matter. He confesses why he can't give that ring to her and reveals that that ring was given to him by his wife, and tells when she put it on his finger, how she made him swear, wow, that he should neither sell nor give nor lose it. Now what does Portia have to say to this? That excuse serves many men to save their gifts, and if your wife be not a mad woman and know how well I have deserved the ring, she would not hold out envy forever for giving it to me. Well, peace be with you. So what does Portia tell now? That is the excuse used by many men to save their gifts when they don't want to part from their gifts. And if your wife be not a mad woman, it means if your wife is a sensible woman and know how well I have deserved the ring, if she understood how much she deserved the ring. Why? Because she saved the very life of Antonio, the best friend of Bassanio. She would not hold out enemy forever. She'll not be angry with you for a long time for giving the ring, for giving it to me. Now she realizes that he won't give the ring. Well, peace be with you. What else can she tell? She hopes that he has peace in his life. And Portia and Nerissa exude. So what does this show children? So her sprightly humor is seen when she is asking for the ring. She can anticipate what fun it will be in future. He gives away the ring, how she can question him, and she will have fun at his expense. So our enjoyment rises higher when she tries to wheedle the ring out of her husband as a reward for her legal services. This part reveals her girlishness also, children. Earlier we saw how she was highly intellectual in defeating Shylock with the legal technicalities. Now we see her feminine grace and charm here. Shall we see what happens next? Because now she has exited from the stage. But Antonio, what does Antonio have to tell? He advises Bassanio, my lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Let his deservings and my love withal be valued against your wife's commandment. Now Antonio doesn't like the Portia, that is the lawyer disguised as a lawyer. Portia disguised lawyer going away empty-handed. He knows that he is indebted to Portia in love and service. He owes her life. He owes his life to her. So what does he tell? My lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Please give the ring to her. Let his deservings, what he deserves, and my love as well be valued against, be considered more highly than your wife's commandment. So he is telling that that the promise he had made to his wife should be outweighed on this occasion by Portia's merits and by the love he bears, and the love that Antonio bears towards Bassanio. So what is more important now? Rather than following his wife's commandment, what is more important is giving the lawyer what he deserves for his service. So now the lawyer's deserving should be considered more highly than his wife's command. Antonius' love should be considered more than his wife's command on this occasion. So Bassanio is now, he doesn't know whom to, his loyalties are divided, whether to, he doesn't want to break the heart of Antonio, he doesn't want to break the heart of his wife, but he knows that the lawyer definitely deserves something for the service rendered. So he changes his mind. Go, Gratiano, run and overtake him. Yes, because already Portia had left, right? He instructs Gratiano, giving the ring, and to tells him to overtake her, to give the ring and bring him, if thou canst, unto Antonius' house. And he also instructs Gratiano to invite Portia, if possible, to have dinner at Antonius' house. Away, make haste, be quick. He wants the matter to be settled quickly, and he wants to leave immediately to Belmont. So exit Gratiano. And then Bassanio tells, come, you and I will thither presently, and in the morning early will we both fly toward Belmont. Come, Antonio. So he invites now Antonio that they should presently go to Antonio's house, and he tells that in the morning itself that they should travel swiftly towards Belmont. Come, Antonio. So they both exit from the scene, children. So a very lengthy scene, almost 21 pages, children, 473 lines, comes to an end. So the climax actually is reached in this scene, children. We know about the capacity of Portia. We come to know the true character of Shylock in this scene. The full character sketch of Portia is revealed in this scene, children. So why is this scene important, children? This scene, known as the trial scene, is a central scene or climax of the play. It brings the Bond story to its close. Yes, the cascade story came to an end in Act 3, Scene 2. So the Bond story comes to a close here. And the third subplot of this story, the ring episode, comes to an end in 5th Act. There is much suspense, especially when Shylock is about to slice off a piece of flesh from a living person. The reversal of the situation is dramatic and overwhelming. The suspense and pathos is relieved by dramatic irony. And what else is this scene famous for? Portia's famous speech on mercy reveals the theme of love and mercy. The other theme is appearances can be deceptive. Avarice here, and it is a contrast. The speech is a contrast to the idea of observing the letter of the law. Shylock alone with his bond, knife and scales, and Portia the central figures in the scene, children. The trial scene is the best known in all of Shakespeare's plays, which portrays his marvelous dramatic skill. Children, I have highly stressed enough how important this scene is. Go through the textbook thoroughly, line by line, this scene, children. Many times extracts from this scene have come in the board exam. I would also like to finish Act 4, Scene 2 also in this video itself, children, because it's a very short scene comprising just 21 lines. Shall we start, children? Merchant of Venice, Act 4, Scene 2. Where does this scene take place, children? Yes, it takes place in Venice, a street. What is the gist of this scene, children? This brief scene develops the comedy of rings one step further. Nerissa plays the same trick as used by Portia to take away Gratiano's ring, which she had given to him at the time of their marriage. Portia and Nerissa then hasten back to Belmont, anticipating the fun they will have by accusing their husbands of giving away their rings. So, children, enter. Who are the people present? Portia and Nerissa, disguised as before. Portia, she's in a hurry now. She wants to reach Belmont as quickly as possible before Bassanio returns. Inquire the Jew's house, give him his deed, and let him sign it. We will away tonight and be a day before our husband's home. This deed will be well welcome to Lorenzo. Now, because now Nerissa has drawn up the legal gift deed, children. Remember earlier she was supposed to draw up the legal deed where where Shylock agrees to leave all his possessions to his son-in-law Lorenzo and Jessica. So that part was left. Before he could sign, he had taken permission and went home. Now the deed is ready. So to complete the formalities now, so Portia tells, inquire the Jew's house, find out. Please remember, they're new to Venice. They don't know his house. Inquire the Jew's house. The Jew, Shylock, everyone knows where anybody would direct Nerissa to his house. Inquire the Jew's house out. Give him this deed. Find out where Shylock's house is, and give him this deed. Which deed, children? Document in which he promises to make Lorenzo his successor. And be a day before, and we will away tonight, and we have to start this night itself, and be a day before our husband's home. Yes, we should reach home before one day earlier than our husbands come home. This deed will be well welcome to Lorenzo. She knows that this deed is very much welcome to Lorenzo. It will greatly delight him. That much she knows. At that point, while they're talking, who enters? Gratiano. Yes, because Bassanio had sent him to overtake them and to give the ring. Fair sir, you're well overtaken. He's happy that he was able to overtake them. My lord Bassanio, upon more advice, on further consideration, had sent you here this ring. Yes, they had further discussions, and finally Bassanio relented and agreed to give that ring to Portia, and doth entreat your company at dinner. And he also issues invitation on behalf of Bassanio that Bassanio desires her company at dinner. Portia, this cannot be. Yeah, that they cannot accept the dinner invitation. His ring I do accept most thankfully, yes, but it is impossible to accept the dinner invitation, but she accepts the ring most thankfully with great pleasure and gratitude. And so I pray you tell him. Yes, Gratiano has to convey to Bassanio how grateful Portia was in getting the ring. And then she adds, furthermore, I pray you, show my youth old Shylock's house. Yes, now anyway, he has come. So she requests him, Gratiano, to show Nerissa, who is the youth, my youth. That is Nerissa in the disguise of a clerk. Please show my clerk, this youth, old Shylock's house. Gratiano, that will I do. He accepts very graciously that he will help out. Nerissa, sir, I would speak with you. She wants to speak to him. In an aside, Nerissa speaks to Portia. I will see if I can get my husband's ring, which I did make him swear to keep it forever. So now, for Nerissa, how can she be far behind her mistress if Portia has got the ring from her husband? Even she wants to get the ring back from her husband. So she whispers to her, I will see if I can get my husband's ring, which I did make him. Even she, similarly like Portia, had made Gratiano to swear that he would keep the ring forever. Portia, thou mayest. Yes, she gives permission that Nerissa can try to get the ring back from her husband. I warrant. And she assures her, she knows that I am sure that you will be able to do so. Yes, you may. The warrant. I warrant, I give you permission. I'm sure that you will be able to do so. You will succeed in getting the ring from Gratiano. And she anticipates in future the scene when the husbands, when the wives ask for the rings, how the husbands will claim that they have given to men, whereas the wives will claim that they have given to women, how they will swear and how these ladies will outswear them. What fun they will have. So she's telling, we shall have old swearing that they did give the rings away to men. So, and husbands trying to convince their wives that they have given the ring away to men, but we will outface them. We will oppose them and outswear them, swear more loudly than them, and see what fun we will have. That is what she's already anticipating these children, the fun they will have at the expense of their husbands. And away, make haste, she tells Nerissa to be quick, and you knowest where I will tarry. She also tells whether she hopes that Nerissa knows where Portia will be waiting for her. So, what is Portia trying to tell? She's saying that their husbands will be kept busy swearing that they have given the rings away to men as a gift, but the wives will contradict them and swear just as vehemently that they are deceiving them. Now Nerissa, so now Nerissa talks to Gratiano. Yes, on the way to Shylock's house, what will she do? She will try to get the ring from him. Come, good sir, will you show me to his house? See how sweetly she is talking to him, and somehow she will definitely convince Gratiano to give away the ring. So this scene also ends, children. So what does this scene reveal about Nerissa? She is also quick-witted, and she imitates Portia and takes parts in the comic ring episode. Somehow she will definitely cleverly manage to wheedle out the ring from Gratiano as a reward for her service. So this scene, in what way? What is the role of this scene in this play, children? This scene is short as it is introduced merely to help the ring episode, as it accounts for Nerissa's getting her ring from Gratiano. It is also important to show the interval of time required to give Gratiano time to run and overtake Portia. Portia also fulfills her duty by sending the deed to Shylock for his signature. It announces the return of Portia and Nerissa to Bassanio before their husbands. Children, we have completed Act 4, Scene 1 and 2. Children, I'll be sending the notes also. Please check, complete the workbook, answer. Go through the textbook thoroughly, children. Whatever I have told earlier, please mark it. Go through the lines, especially the trial scene where how Portia traps Shylock, and also Shylock's reaction, the two conditions imposed by Antonio. And in the beginning, children, how nicely he answers everyone. Shylock answers everyone without fear. How he takes up even the Duke and to whoever questions him, how bravely. Children, hope you have understood. So I will meet you in the next class.